Upon climbing out, I find myself in a familiar cell. I'm finally back. I take a deep breath, grateful to be free from that suffocating maze. Now comes the hard part. Sure, I had a vision of a future homicide, but that isn't something I can just tell people directly. How can I alert the others so that they'll be on their targets? Or that they'll be on their guards? Huh? Something suddenly enters my line of sight. It can't be. I mean, I managed to get back safely. I was about to warn everyone to prevent the vision I saw. That had been my plan. So why is there a spike thrust through her chest? Why? I worked so hard to make it back. Why did this happen? Rowdy, open your eyes. Rowdy's wounds seem so minimal. I half expect her to leap up at any moment, but her body is still and her once lively face has gone pale. With a trembling hand, I check her pulse, but there's not a trace of warmth from her, let alone a heartbeat. She was so strong, so manly and boisterous. No one in our group had more humanity, but that's all been stolen from her now. I couldn't save her either. Even after the denouement showed me the future, even though I knew the spike was missing, when it came down to it, I couldn't prevent tragedy. But I don't have time to dwell on misery. Watto? Well, that's awful. Watto? Why? Why? How could you do this to Rowdy? Oh, God. No, is that what it looks like now? Damn. No, wait, it wasn't me. It finally sinks in. I've been framed. This cell is an enclosed space. If the door is locked, then the only way in would be the hidden passage I crawled out of. In this compromising position, it's only natural for someone to assume that I'm guilty. We've been had, Watto. I suspected a trap, but one that would kill you, not frame you as the culprit. The culprit must have planned this from the start, which is why they went to the trouble of bringing you to the underground maze. As this isn't truly an enclosed space, they had a prime opportunity to shift the suspicion. This is no ordinary case, Watto. Holmes' words don't register at all. In my adult state, I'm too preoccupied with how I'm going to prove my innocence. Chapter 3, The Case of the Semi-Sealed Cell. Why not own up and confess? Because I didn't do it. I'm telling you, someone else is the culprit. I've been bound with rope and made to sit on the ground, as per Posh's orders. The rest of the detectives crowd around and begin hounding me with questions. Doleful informed me when Rowdy's corpse was discovered. You were at the scene of the crime, correct? Not only that, but the key to the cell was on her person. There was no other means of entry aside from that passage. I investigated the underground labyrinth you emerged out of. It appears to connect each cell like something of a mole tunnel. I also confirmed that it's linked to the same passage the SPX had come from. Who would have thought all of this was under our feet? Huh? I never realized. There weren't any other entrances or exits down there as far as I'd seen. Well, it hardly matters anymore. It turns out Holmes had the right idea when she suggested we investigate the passageway more thoroughly. Especially seeing as no amount of hurrying would have been enough to save Rowdy anyway. Quit playing coy. Oh, you're back. There we go.
Give me back my line, you.
Yeah. Fine, you take it. See if I care.
quit playing coy. When I awoke in the middle of the night, I saw your bed was empty. By then, you had left your cell and slipped into the hidden passage, had you not? And asking me to halt my investigation was a ploy to prevent its discovery, I presume. My genteel grey matter has hit upon the truth. Wait, it's been a few hours since Rowdy was killed, right? Okay, so how many of my characters have been killed? Let's see. Mystic, Rowdy, Ideal, but I mean she's still around. So
yeah, she's still around. So, and Senior.
All mine.
Well, I lost Downtown, and
Downtown, and
yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah, screw you. How about that? I was shaken at first too, but if Incompetent is really the culprit, why did he return to the scene of the crime? It doesn't make any sense.
Well, we'll see. Maybe Bookworm did this for some reason.
Yeah, we'll see.
Or Gourmet.
Doubtless his light ran out of battery, preventing him from escaping out of the passage. It'd be impossible to see without it.
Though I will say, it feels really it feels really clear to me that it's probably Posh. And I'm kind of hoping it's not, just because that feels like it would be the too obvious answer. Just because she's been acting so suspicious, and she's not been on the same wavelength as the rest of the group. And it's like,
I'm thinking
Renegade would never do it, because that would be like, that's not his thing.
Yeah, Renegade, I don't know. I mean, he enjoys chaos, but like, I feel like that's like this might not be his shtick.
Yeah, that's Renegade is all of the characters think he's the most suspicious, but obviously
he's too suspicious. They think he's too suspicious. Yeah, it's like he's so suspicious that he's not suspicious at all.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I read this line, by the way.
Oh, I know.
With no other options, perhaps he attempted to redirect suspicion with his abnormal behavior. A base and shallow notion, yes, but one typical of his third estate kind. I don't know. If she's not the killer, I just hope she.
No. Yeah.
I don't know. It's like if she. Let me think. I feel like because I almost think she's almost like a bad detective, so to speak.
She
in
feels
a way.
like a bad detective.
I feel like if she's not a bad person, I feel like she's gonna survive, because I feel like she adds enough like bad decisions for the group to do that's like they'd want her to survive. The Quartering Duke would want to keep her alive with some of her some of her very questionable decisions.
Sure. But yeah, no, I think she's been so... she was the one who pushed Rowdy onto the button. That was probably on purpose. She's the one who ran into the thing, got them entangled with the thing.
Yeah.
And she's the one who's taking control of the situation now.
Yeah.
It's just like, it feels like almost too obvious. I really hope it's not, but like, I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm not the culprit. Whoever actually killed Rowdy has to be among us. Untie me and I promise I'll find them. We can't afford to stand around wasting time. All done with the autopsy. Cause of death? Trauma-induced cardiac arrest. Murder weapon and SPX spike. Right in the heart, as you can see. Her death was instant, impressively so. It was a pitch black 4 hours ago, so to get such an accurate shot, this culprit's a skilled one. Or it was pitch black 4 hours ago. So the crime took place at 3 a.m. That means no one here has an alibi, said the girl. pointing out that Incompetent may not be the culprit. I'm with Bookworm. It's also worth mentioning that Incompetent was with us when the spike was originally stolen. Surely such trickery was intended to ensnare Sir Incompetent. By my troth, I shall prove his innocence. Hey, Renegade, can I ask you something? What? If you want the post-mortem report, I can send the details to your D-pad later. Why did you and Rowdy switch rooms? Oh, I thought he was trying to switch with Doleful. Oh, right.
That is interesting. Remember, it's like I said before. It's either Renegade or who he switched with.
I guess that's true. If he did switch rooms with Rowdy, I just thought he had switched with Doleful. Oh, right. This one was originally supposed to be Renegades. Gourmet shoots Renegade a remarkably piercing glare. There's something terrifying beneath her expression.
I can explain. Last night, Renegade told me he couldn't sleep and asked to trade cells. Rowdy saw how I was struggling to say no, so she stepped in to offer hers. It's my fault she... I understand.
I understand. Thanks for coming clean. Yeah. Mr. All of my lines, voices are dead.
I understand. Thanks for coming clean. Just gotta say it fast.
Yeah. I understand. Thanks for coming clean, Doleful. That was very brave of you. So, can we hear your side of the story now? It's just like Dolly says, alright? My bed was giving me trouble, so I asked to switch rooms. I'm the type who has trouble sleeping in new digs, but it turns out the beds in all the other rooms are just as bad, so I didn't sleep a wink anyway. I smell a lie. There's not a single human who doesn't reek of lies. Maybe it'd do you some good to dull those senses a bit. No, I like the scent. Both people and food taste best just before they spoil. The right amount of deceit can make relationships even more delicious. Oh, that's not the best outlook to have on that, but okay. But not even crows would be interested in eating something as thoroughly rotten as you. You're pretty harsh. Guess my only hope is to find someone who will enjoy eating me just as I am. Enough. Until you spill the beans on everything, including why you switched rooms, I'm going to grill you all the way through, for Rowdy's sake. Gourmet faces me and softens her expression. I completely understand how you feel, Incompetent, but sit tight for now. Everyone is determined to catch the culprit. I promise we'll prove your innocence. Just trust me and wait here. Alright. Some of the others are coming to my defense, but without any evidence in my favor, there isn't much I can do right now. Ultimately, my hands are tied, literally. I have no choice but to wait here at the scene of Rowdy's murder with armor on watch duty. Sir Incompetent, pray be at ease. We have faith in your innocency. With only the two of us remaining in the cell, Armor speaks to me with candid concern. Even now, he's willing to trust and look out for me. He truly is an honest, kind-hearted soul. Suddenly, Holmes materializes beside Armor to chide me.
What, are you just going to sit around? Did you or did you not escape that maze to reverse this tragedy?
But I failed to prevent it, didn't I? I'm a prime suspect now. What can I do? The only real option I have is to believe in my friends and wait.
No, there's still another. Instruct everyone yourself and guide them to solving this case. Think logically. Why would the culprit target you in particular? Was framing you truly their only goal?
The culprit's goal?
Yes, if the passage was found after the fact, they'd have assumed the culprit already fled. Attempting to frame you was quite the risk. This indicates that the culprit had another motive in making you suspicion. Without your abilities, The mystery behind this case cannot be unraveled. It's like I wonder, because he did have a chance of dying in the underground, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like, would framing him be like one of the goals? You know, I feel like it's more serendipity than
I mean,
anything.
it's possible that they knew about his ability. Whoever did this
Or
knew
that-
about his ability and knew he would use it to get out.
Maybe.
But yeah, who knows? Only I can solve it. A small flame of courage is stoked within me. Nothing more. I'm still the suspect here, so my actions may only cause more needless confusion. I tried getting a leg up earlier, only to wind up ensnaring myself in the killer's trap. Is it better to join the investigation or sit this one out? I can't trust myself to make the right call. Sir Incompetent, pray come hither. A number of cards have been strewn about the crime scene. Might this be evidence, perchance? Armor begins to pick up the cards scattered across the ground. When I see them in his hands, I recognize them at once. They came from Rowdy's Hanafuda deck. Oh yeah, Rowdy carried those cards with her. She told me she'd often use them to try her luck. I was not aware of this. Beg pardon, what do you mean by trying her luck? She'd shuffle it up and draw one randomly. If the card had cherry blossoms, she'd trust her gut. It helped give me some courage yesterday. Thinking back, that was our final exchange. To believe in my companions or suspect them. Thanks to Rowdy's insistence, I drew a cherry blossom and felt more confident in my decision. I'm struck by how profoundly brave she was, right up until the very end. Upon thinking about how I'll never hear that lively voice of hers again, a pang of regret brims in my chest. I failed to protect her. Anyway, why are they all over the floor? They should have been in Rowdy's pocket. Hark, good sir. Good sir, there is something amiss with this deck. He's right. There's something off about the cards he's holding. It's not just a portion of them that have cherry blossoms, but every single one. How could this be an accurate test of luck? That. Goodbye. Yeah, so it's not just a portion of them that have cherry blossoms, but every single one. How could this be an accurate test of luck? With a deck like that, you'd wind up having to trust your gut no matter what card you draw. Belike these cards were not intended to test her luck, but rather a means to steal her resolve. What do you mean by that? Should one's conviction become steeled by drawing a cherry blossom, having a deck comprised only of such cards guarantees this outcome, correct? Therefore, by drawing a card from this deck, one is obligated to believe in their choice. What Armor says makes sense. I get it now. It's pretty on brand for Rowdy now that I think about it. It's true, she never wavered once, even once after making up her mind. Indeed, though she was likely incensed by this turn of events, she would not regret trading cells in Doleful's place. Of this, I am certain. Hers was a truly great loss. Yeah.
Don't worry your little head so much, bub. If it's a choice I'm serious about making, a card ain't gonna sway me. No way, no how. This is more like a push to pick the answer I'm really after. So take a card and trust in your decision.
So that's why she didn't wonder what card I picked. Rowdy's words from yesterday repeat in my head. Right, I've already trusted my decisions up until this point. Nothing's to be gained from regret, so I need to stop second-guessing myself and make a choice. The only path is forward. Armor, would you mind cutting this rope? My good sir, you intend to investigate. Yeah, I can't just sit around twiddling my thumbs. If Holmes accurately assessed that I'm a threat to the culprit, the case won't be solved unless I act now. Horrible tragedy has already occurred. I can't allow this chain of grief to continue any longer. Turning tail isn't a flattering look, my dear little suspect. Renegade steps into the cell. In his hand, he clutches a knife. Renegade, what's with that knife? It's so our suspect will stay put. Things are shaping up to be quite interesting. We can't have you throwing a wrench into things, Now, let's have you take a nice long nap. I shan't allow it. Armor intercepts Renegade as he moves in to attack me. I look into Renegade's cold eyes, recalling the first time we met. He strangled me so tightly he cut off my circulation. A man like him surely intends to kill me. Ugh. But then, with a muffled thunk, Renegade suddenly topples to the ground. I notice Bookworm standing behind him with a sizable book she's always reading in hand. Did she just hit him over the head with that thing? It seems you'll be the one taking a nap, the girl quips, smiling proudly after demonstrating the self-defense technique Mystic had taught her. Bookworm, what are you doing here? I had a feeling you wouldn't sit idly by, so I've been waiting to aid in your escape. Come, let's go elsewhere before Renegade wakes up, said the girl as she tugged at Incompetent's arm. We continue talking as Bookworm pulls me by the hand to a new location, away from the other detectives. What could Sir Renegade be thinking, attacking his own comrades? The scene of the crime was originally his cell. I'm positive he knows something. How do you intend to solve this case, Incompetent? I will assist you, said the girl, her resolve evident. Are you sure? Are you sure, Bookworm? I'm the primary suspect, you know. You are also the one who caught Mystic Detective's killer. Even if everyone else is in doubt, I still have faith in you. Her voice is uncharacteristically profuse with emotion as she smiles at me. Right now, suspecting me is the obvious thing to do. That she would say such kind words to me regardless hits me right in my heart. I too offer you my fealty. Since our arrival, you and I have weathered many a storm together. We are comrades through and through. You guys, thanks for believing in me, especially when it'd be so easy to do otherwise. I couldn't be more grateful.
I'm happy for you, Watto. This is all the result of your tireless efforts.
Oh, are you still here? I didn't even notice.
Yeah, I think there's a problem, you know, it's just all my characters are dying. I don't know what's going on. I have no one to voice anymore. While the situation may be dire, you have allies like these two to rely on. Lead the detectives. I'm certain you can reverse this tragedy. Before getting started, however, there's a vital task you must accomplish. Do you recall what it was I told you to do last time?
No.
Finish
Threaten
off
the other detectives.
I love finish off Renegade. Imagine if he chose it.
I'm assuming usually the choices just say, no, that's the wrong one, and then make me pick the right one, so.
Oh, yeah. Now there's an interesting idea. I like it. Let's do it. But perhaps too extreme. How about a more characteristic answer? One made with presence of mind. Before getting started.
Loops.
Yeah, and then I feel like she'll say the same thing if you do that.
Oh, yeah, it's the exact same one.
I wish I got
that one's actually a little better. Yeah, let's go with that one. Okay. There are currently 3 points of investigation vital to solving this case. First, we need to learn how the culprit entered the sealed room. Yeah. How did the culprit enter the sealed cell? Rowdy surely had the key on her before going to sleep. What we need to figure out is how she was killed inside of a locked room. Second, we have to answer the question of Why was I targeted? The culprit likely attacked me before the crime, so I couldn't have seen it, and yet they bothered to relocate me far away. That move was a far bigger risk than killing me. That, along with their motive behind framing me, will be crucial to solving this case. And the final aspect of this investigation is... I kind of know these things.
Well, actually, no. You know the time. You know
and we
more
know
or
the
less
cause, right?
I guess the cards scattered on the floor? Because it was in her pocket.
Yeah, you're right. Those cards scattered on the floor. Those cards scattered on the ground. Rowdy carried those in her pocket. There must be a reason why they were left all over the floor. Let's investigate the crime scene and solve these 3 points. I just know they'll be essential to unraveling this mystery. Verily, let us sally forth.
Imagine he like takes the deck and he like draws a card. He gets he sees a rose. He's like, oh well, that means I gotta do it.
Yeah. It's like, well, you know they're all gonna be those now. So what's the point? Okay, but please stay here, incompetent. Armor and I will examine the crime scene, advised the girl. Wait, why? I can't make you do all the work. I'm coming too. Renegade is still at the locus delicti. If he sees you, it's likely he'll attack again. Yeah, good point. I can't speak to his aims, but I highly doubt stomping him once would be enough to deter a second attempt. If I value my life, I need to be wary of him. Failing to do so could only mean danger. We will update you on Renegade Detective's location, so give instructions from the safest spot you can find, the girl urged with poise. A solid plan. Entrust the investigation to us, good sir, and issue your commands. Thanks again, you two. Hard to believe I'm stuck hiding from a fellow detective. Either way, investigating those 3 critical points and avoiding Renegade are the priorities for now. May have provided me with an unexpected challenge, but this is no time to falter. Give it your all, everyone. It's up to us. Let's reverse this tragedy. And this is where I save the game. Because I can't actually save during the things.
Yeah.
So I'm going to save it now.
Oh, good point.
Renegade Detective is targeting incompetent detective. Now, Renegade is marked incompetent for death. Any other detective who approaches will be attacked, ending the game. Renegade will chase incompetent, so maneuver him carefully to prevent others from getting hurt. Oh, that's annoying. Okay. So we have Ecky's also on our side. So let's see. There's no other floors, so... probably want Techie to look at that. Although they're probably also going to be looking at that. Yeah, let's just start moving people around. Huh. Actually, yes, I should. Warp him over here. I'm not exactly sure how I'm supposed to play this, but probably should have warped him as well. Just have him go here, although he only has 1 inspection range, so it's going to take a little bit for him to get over here. Okay, well, I can at least get that. Spiderwebs are gross, said the girl as she noticed the wretched things dangling above her head and scooted away from them. Undisturbed spiderwebs. And there's not really anything else I can do, right? Oh, wait, maybe I could analyze them? Oh, I have 2 things I can analyze. Okay, so I'll have him analyze that, and I have armor analyze the other thing. The spiderwebs weren't ignored. Rather, they blend into the shadow of the cells. It'd be simple to install a thin wire in them, too. Something caused Rowdy's cords to scatter from her pocket, yet her bosom was pierced, slaying her on the moment. It could have occurred. Ooh, okay. I'll have to think over here. There's not really anything else we can do, so... Okay, so they're working on that. So... he's gonna, guess, inspect that. I like how I can just do this. I'm just gonna go in here while they're watching.
Yeah.
Actually, I think I maybe just leave her here, actually, or what's his inspect range? Okay, wait. So, guess everyone kind of has a thing to do already, huh? The color and thickness informs me that this is one of the SPX's wires. Why is it so out of place? This demands investigation. It's glow-in-the-dark phosphorescent paint. You could probably pull off a crime without any lights using this. Okay, so... Can anyone analyze these things? Whoops. 5 and 3. Well, he can't do it. Oh, she also doesn't have good analysis. That sucks. Okay. I didn't realize her why would her analysis be that low? So it'll just end.
Incompetence testimony says that the culprit brought the chair close to the SPX's remains. Assuming the commoner is innocent, this is a vital clue. New information, huh? I'd better CC everyone ASAP.
Oh, did he not move? Oh, no, he did. Okay, oh, wait, no, he didn't. Oh, interesting. She's waiting for that to unlock. That's stupid. Honestly, I'm gonna do that. Definitely need him to analyze something. And then he can also analyze stuff. Okay. The metal shavings on the cell bar and bed chain match this wire. The culprit must have used this, then tried to dispose of the evidence. So, I've happened upon new information, and I share these findings with the group. The paint on this side isn't fully dry. Did the culprit use it to ensure they wouldn't lose sight of the spike in the dark? Workaholic standing there like, hey, what are you doing here? I don't think there's anything else I can do. So now Gourmet can actually start looking at that thing.
The culprit attacked the incompetent while moving the chair from the warden's room to the crime scene. That I get. But why attack him at all? It'd be much safer to stay hidden in the dark than go out of your way to ambush someone.
Okay. Let's see. So, I probably want to inspect this, though I could also help Gourmet finish this. Let's see, her inference is 6, so I could assist her with Bookworm or Infer. I think I'm gonna move Icky into here. Start working on these, I guess. I think I just need to have Incompetent just move around and bait. Renegade, honestly. Can't really do much here. So actually, I will have him. Actually, I'll wait on that. Let's do her action first. Becky can't do anything. I guess I'm not going to find anything new, so I'll just move him over here. Oh, that's right. That does happen during the preliminary. If you passed another wire through the loop on the spike's tushy, you could move it like a cable car to the bed. But how did it pierce Reddy's chest? I could have probably analyzed that with someone, but actually, I might still be able to analyze with Watto. Nope, there's nothing to analyze. Okay, well, thanks, turn then. Okay, so turn inspect range. That should be enough. Oh, she can only go over here. Can't infer on this by himself, but as well. Yeah, what else is he gonna do? You say the culprit stole the spike in advance, but to what end? He presumably had a plan in mind for it, said the girl, voicing her theory. I found all the... Oh, there's one more of those things. Can I analyze that? There we go. Oh yeah, I guess I can move him over here. Probably a good idea. This spike seems off somehow. Aha, it's shorter than the last time we saw it. The culprit used the wire saw to adjust it? But what on earth for? Okay. Ooh, nice.
Those scratch marks high up on the bars look fresh. I can't think of any normal reason they would be there. Maybe this... Oh, it went black.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Okay, give me a second.
I'll just finish the line. I can't think of any normal reason they would be there. Maybe this is important. Because I have your stream up, so I'll at least finish that line. Alright, it's back.
Oh, I see what happened. That's stupid. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so,
Yeah, sorry. It's, okay, scratches and cell bars. Okay, so... we need to take you to finish that. Let me see, so... We need to analyze that. So Watto can analyze that. I want to move her over here. Honestly, I think, well, I want someone to go grab that thing. Well, everyone's approaching that point, so probably okay to move armor over here so we can grab that later. The hidden door is remarkably noisy to open. Its design prevents you from doing so quietly. This may be able to prove incompetent's innocence. But why was the culprit so clumsy in their attempt to falsely pin it on him? Perhaps they were panicking. Okay. Oh, and you're doleful now. Cool. These marks were left by thin strands scraping against the bars, which means the crime involved attaching wires up high and pulling them taut. Oh, nice. Okay, so that unlocked that, which is 10. That's not too bad. Should be able to get that next turn, which I think will be the end of it. Might not be, but you never know. Renegade over there being like, I'm coming to get you.
I'll get you one of these days.
Okay, so... well, it's too late. Just assist. I mean, it doesn't matter. Like, with everyone in on this, it's gonna be fine. Okay. Judging from the damage, the spike must have been inserted between the bed and the wall. Then, once the spike was in place, they somehow slammed the bed shut by force. That explained how the cards flew away from the body. What? No. No. Okay, cool. I was gonna say, like, I'm not done. Okay, we got the last keyword. Okay. Now we can end. Okay, so that's interesting. So if we ever had more time, we could always take another turn to grab, like, the last extra thing.
Nice.
Oh, there was stuff I missed. I literally didn't see any of that. Okay, and I think we will deduce the culprit next time.
All right. Yeah, sounds good. Which, I mean, the culprit's right in front of us right now.
Yeah, I still have no reason to believe it's anyone else, but I could be missing something. So,
Nah, I'm sure there's gotta be something else.
We'll see.
I don't know. I feel like they wouldn't have made it that obvious. I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah, I kind of feel that way too.